Lord, look at that rod bend. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my goodness gracious.
Look.
Come on,
Doug
baby.
Parker told you one time, I hate you.
Look at that rascal.
That's a nice one too.
Look at this. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah,
Look.
he's lighter this time of the year than he would be in the
Yes,
warm weather, but he's pretty.
Yes, it is. Thank
Let's
you.
hope we see some more. There goes my drinking and nab.
There was never a doubt about that. I didn't want to put you in there behind the 8 ball, but there was never a doubt. I want you to see, this is what we're after.
Beautiful fish, yeah.
You know?
Grady White Boats' reputation for designing ruggedly elegant fishing boats is legendary. Our attention to quality, detail, and customer service is unmatched. From our Fisherman 180 and Coastal Explorers series to the unrivaled Canyon 456, you'll find no boat that rides better and offers more fishing amenities. Go ahead, experience fishing at its best. Get the Grady.
Hello and welcome to the Carolina Outdoor Journal. Well, today's program, we're going to be fishing in mid-February. Joe, it's a little cool to me, but it's like 50 degrees out there.
Yeah, and we're going to be fishing fly rods, which is, again, a time of the year where a lot of people don't think you can use fly rods. Kind of takes me back to the show we did last year, catching striped bass off the Albemarle Sound using sinking flies. Today we're going to be targeting bluegills using sinking bugs. And the guys will share with you how they rig them up. But it's the time of the year where the fish are still in fairly deep water. The water temperature is still not coming up yet. And so we're targeting bluegills, but we actually catch some pretty nice bass, so it might get you thinking about starting your bluegill and bass fishing a little early.
And gear time today, that's going to be real interesting.
Yeah, they'll show with you. They're using 4 and 5 weight fly rods. And again, sinking bugs that have little legs on them, and it's the way that if you can envision the bugs sinking in the water, and there's a bluegill sitting down at the bottom, or closer to the bottom, and that bug falls down in front of him, he's probably going to take it, and they caught some pretty fish that day.
And Donna's recipe in the kitchen today is going to be kind of a new one on me.
Yeah, soft shell crab BLT. That's basically taking a soft shell crab, frying it up, putting it in a bun, and it already makes me hungry thinking about it.
Yeah, I'm just wondering how many calories are in that. We've got a lot going on today. We do thank you for joining us, and we're going to fishing right now on the Carolina Outdoor Journal.
Well, Mike, here it is, mid-February, 55 degrees, overcast, perfect day to fly fish. A new way I've been telling you for years about how I catch fish this time of the year with an underwater bug. It gives you another dimension to fly rodding. We do really well with popping bugs, but this you're going to enjoy.
Well, this way you catch them beneath the water. You can't catch them on top water this time of year, but I didn't think you could catch them under the water this time of the year.
I read about this many years ago, and I've been doing it for many, many years. I told you when I'd go to the golf course and play and then go to the pond to catch fish, you thought I was,
I thought you were telling a little tale there.
Well, we're going to have fun today. I just got a feeling we're going to catch fish. And it's a new way for you to fish. I don't think you've ever fished this way.
No, this is in the middle of February. Yep. Cold weather. Wouldn't think you could fish with a fly rod in this kind of weather, but you can.
You can. Now the fish don't hit quite as fast and quite as hard. You'll notice that what's called a strike indicator. It's a little piece of adhesive back foam on the line. It'll move just slightly, or sometimes they'll tick it and run, but they don't hit like they do in the summertime. It's very subtle. You got to watch it. Was there any doubt?
I knew you were going to do something like that.
Why do you think I was sitting in front of this boat? Look at that rod bend, Mac.
There's a nice one too. You didn't catch the first one.
So it doesn't count.
That don't count. You didn't get him in the boat.
I saw him. I saw him first.
I started kicking him first.
Oh my goodness gracious! Now that one took it away. Like I told you, they don't do this time of the year.
Yeah.
That fish grabbed it and took off. Suffering sciatica.
It looked just like the one that I caught a while ago.
Well, it probably was the same one. There's only one fish in this pond. Mike, that fish hit that thing hard.
I know.
Let me move up some.
You just took the food right out of my mouth, I thought.
Right over there, buddy. Look at that rod bend. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my goodness gracious! Look! Come on,
Doug
baby.
Parker told you one time, I hate you.
Look at that rascal.
That's a nice one too.
Look at this. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah,
look.
He's lighter this time of the year than he would be in the
Yes,
in
they
warm
are.
weather, but he's pretty.
Yes, it is. Thank
Let's
you.
hope we see some more. There goes my drinking and nab.
There was never a doubt about that. I didn't want to put you in there behind the 8-ball, but there was never a doubt. I want you to see, this is what
Beautiful
we're after.
fish, yeah.
You know, we're after some brim.
Beautiful brim.
That's primarily, but we might pick up a bass or two, that will be
let's
fine.
hope that we is part of it, because so far you're putting a hurting on me. Let me
You go
turn him
almost
around
up on
here.
the bank bend.
Now, boy, he didn't play with it. He jumped all
That's
over.
a big brim. That is
You little rascal, you.
that's a big fish. That's about a 10 ouncer.
Joe,
Here.
What'd I bring you along for? Here.
May I help you take this off? May I help?
That's a nice
I want you
brim,
to
boy.
look at your fish there.
Woo.
May I help you by
Go
taking
right
your fish
ahead,
off? Thank
Joe.
you.
What do you think I brought you along for?
Well, mainly to drive because you won't drive.
My trailer hitch rides too high.
Yes, that's not all it rides high. Now that's a pretty bluegill. You see how this fish has already started turning darker right here?
Yeah,
That's a beautiful fish.
that's the biggest
And
one we've caught,
If
too.
anybody asks you how you know it's a bluegill, see that black dot right there? Or that dorsal fin?
Dot right on that dorsal
If it does not
fin.
have a black dot, it is not a bluegill. It's a sunfish, but not a bluegill. Thank you, my friend.
I appreciate you letting me know that.
Well,
I'll get
you're
out of the
most
way.
I'm trying to educate you. Stick with me, Mike.
It's hard to do.
I'm not going to make a comment. Right now, you're catching fish and I'm not.
Let's catch another one.
Got fish on.
There you go.
Now, you know what that fish did?
What?
That fish just kind of dibbled it a little bit. Didn't hit it hard. Did not hit that thing hard at all. This is a good sized brim.
Give him some time,
Oh,
Joe.
yes. Look at that rod bend. I love to see it dance.
Well, now, why in the world?
Okay. Now look at that. Little female here, Mike. Look.
Yeah.
That yellow breast.
Yeah.
That's
Pretty fish, too.
Yes,
And
beautiful. May I have that?
you said that
She didn't hit it hard.
she didn't hit it hard?
No.
Well, that's the first one that hasn't.
Well, the water we're fishing over here now is probably no more than a foot and a half, but maybe 2 feet deep. But that's pretty
Yeah,
fish.
nice fish.
Beautiful little fish. That's about an 8 ounce.
You're just
Not
putting me
not
to
big,
death.
but hey, this is what we're after. That's what we're after.
I don't wish you any bad luck.
Well, don't.
Here, go ahead, kid.
Yes, sir. That fish is good fish.
Oh man,
Good brim.
he's pulling like
Good brim.
he's pulling
Good
like a
fish.
bass, Joe.
Yeah, Dad looks like a bass.
But I think it's a brim. No, it's a bass.
A bass.
He's putting on a scrap too.
You want me to get him for you?
Yeah, let me play him a little bit. I haven't caught one in so long, I don't know what it feels like.
Mike, you're a sight.
You
I'm
see
telling
where
you.
you see where he's got it, Joe?
Yes. You want me to get it for you?
Yeah.
All right. Let me help you, Mike. Let me do this.
I need some help. You were just beating me to death today.
You know, the bass are very active today, but they're not spawning yet, or that tail would be a little bit bloody from beating up, making beds. And I don't know if this fish would spawn as small as it is. That's about a pound and a quarter bass.
Yeah, but
the
it's
bass,
getting time. It's getting close to time for him to spawn.
It is. It is. You're looking at maybe.
I'm just glad to
3
catch
weeks.
him. I'm just glad to catch him.
I'm glad you are. Maybe you'll stop complaining now.
No, I can't stop complaining. But he really nailed it.
Do you know how it distracts from my fishing to hear you complaining? Fish on.
Go ahead on.
Now that one, I was moving a little bit.
Yeah, is that
And
a
then
brim?
that started going back the other way.
Is that
This
a
is a
brim?
good sized brim. This is a good sized brim. Probably bigger than anything I've caught.
Well, I was feeling pretty good, and now you've put me in the back of the bus again.
Oh yes.
Nice brim too,
This is
Joe.
another one. This is another one.
Another
one.
male.
Another one. That's a chunky fish. Look at it.
Yeah.
Look at that rascal.
Isn't it pretty?
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And then this is about a 12 ounce bluegill right here. Those others have been in an 8 ounce.
Just think how much harder they'd fight if it was warm water.
If it was warm water.
Yeah.
Now this is a female. See that yellow?
Oh, you said it's a female?
Yep. See, it's a female.
Well,
That yellow breast
I
is a
ain't calling
female.
them a male.
Nope, that yellow breast. Now you can catch some males that are slightly yellow, but when you get them out of the water, they turn colors. But if they don't turn color and they stay yellow, it's female. That's a nice one.
Yeah, this is a nice fish.
Yes,
here.
sir. Pulling good.
Ah, give it up, kid. I've seen you, and you're not that tough. I know one thing I've
Oh
lost.
my goodness gracious!
I've lost a foot of what a fat
That
brim.
is that's.
Look at that brim, Joe.
That's a 14 ounce.
That's the biggest one we've caught.
May I take
He's
the
beautiful.
May I take the hook out? for you?
Yes. What do you
Thank
think
you.
I brought
Thank
you
you.
along for? Oh, okay. Let me go.
I don't have you.
Okay.
Great.
Brim?
Yep. Now that again, once again, that was laying on the bottom, and that
Well,
fish
look at him pulling that thing.
fish picked it up and ran just slightly with it. Didn't it hit hard?
That's a male.
Yep, male. Didn't hit it hard, Mike. Just hit
Yeah.
it. Picked it up. And I think we were doing, he was scooting along there and saw something laying on the bottom, said, that looks pretty good. Another little male here. Come out of that, Junior.
Yeah, he's got that got that orange belly.
Yes, sir.
Pretty fish.
Yes, sir.
I wish I could catch one.
Well, they're not as big as some we've caught, but you know what?
Well,
as-
for this
as I
time of
say-
the year, they're big
Yes,
enough.
sir. It's what we're after.
Yes, sir.
I don't care about size. I just want to get out and have fun with them.
Joe, he's
Huh?
coming at you.
Yes, sir. That one hit the water. It feels like a bass. I don't know what the devil it is. I can't even guess anymore. No, it's a big brim. But that one
Look at him.
never stopped. It hit the water and never stopped. Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
that's a nice one, boy. I'm
Yes,
telling
sir. Yes, sir. Remember what I told you a while ago about females and males that look alike?
you. Yeah,
Do you see how that fish is turning color?
yeah,
That is a male.
yeah.
That
As
bit
soon
of
as you
female.
get him, soon as you get him out of the water,
Yep.
he starts turning.
If that was a female, that would be just as bright yellow still.
Ain't that a pretty fish?
That's beautiful fish. Thank you, my friend. And you are my friend.
Well, he's not my friend.
That thing never stopped. It hit the water, it kept on going.
You know, as the wind is laid, it's pretty out here now.
That was beautiful.
Got cloud
Yeah.
cover, it's beautiful.
It's warmed up a little bit too.
Now, if the fish would just help the man in the back of the bus.
Those fish,
You got
those
him?
fish, those fish nose spreads buttered. Yes. I saw it moving out there, and I thought, no, not that far out. And that little rascal knocked the pudding out of it.
That's another bass.
It is.
Yeah.
Come here, Junior.
Joe, this is getting old.
No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm not trying to be ugly, but no, it's not. This is exactly what I wanted.
As Doug Parker told you one time on the golf course,
I
I hate you.
That's about a pounder. You know the joy of this is
What?
that you don't know what you're going to catch, but it also doubles up your chances of fishing. I mean, you know, everything out there's fair game. Whoa,
Joe,
suffering sciatica.
what are you doing?
I'm catching fish. That's what I'm doing.
Well, keep on going. Huh?
Gracious sakes.
That's a brim.
Yeah, it is. Gracious sakes alive. Come here, Junior.
I think they're coming to the first.
They are coming out.
They're coming to the first that you're making there.
Well,
You need to quit doing all that.
how about that? Isn't that pretty?
Pretty brim.
Beautiful.
And they're almost as big as you would catch them
Yeah, they are.
in the spring of the year.
They are that.
He'll break the line on you if you're not careful.
Come on, Joe. This is a big bass. Watch him, watch him, watch him, watch him, watch him. This is a 3-pounder.
If you never let him get up and roll in the water, you got him. Man,
This is a whopping fish, Mac. This is a
I
big
can
bass.
tell by the way he's got that
This
rod
is a
bent.
big bass. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's getting tired
I
now.
saw him when he hit it, when he made the run. I saw the flash.
Just
this-
think about that. You're catching
That little bitty bug.
catching these fish right here in the middle of February.
Mac, look, can you move us out of that way a little bit?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, Mac, look at that. That's a 3-pounder.
every bit of it.
Yes, sir. If I can just get him in.
Joe, that fish will go 4 pounds.
gracious sakes
Every bit
alive.
of 4 pounds, if not bigger.
Look at that.
Ain't
Is
beautiful?
that beautiful or what? Is that beautiful or what?
That's February bass fishing.
Suffering sciatica. Look at that, Coach.
Yeah, I know it. He'll go 5 pounds, Joe.
Thank you, my friend, and you are indeed my friend.
He's tired now, boy.
Oh, man. Man,
Ah,
That
nothing
look-
like fly rod fishing.
that little black bug is working somebody over today. Woo!
Joe, it's mid-February. It was a little cool, but we still had a productive day.
We did, and again, the guys were have fished that time of year. In fact, both of them fish throughout the whole winter, depending on the surface temperature. If it's not real bitterly cold, and right through the whole winter, they can catch fish like that. But you have to be able to slow down, knowing that the fish that you're after are not going to be real active. Not to say that if it warms up, you can't catch something on top of water, but generally that time of year, you need to go down where the fish are, and that's what we did. And but those sinking bugs with the legs, I mean, you can just imagine what it looks like to the fish, and very productive.
Well, let's find out more. Let's go to gear time.
What a day. Middle of February, 55 degrees, overcast skies, little wind, catching fish.
And we've caught a lot of fish. It's been really fun, I'm telling you.
It has been.
Middle of February. And as I've said before, I didn't believe the folks would catch anything on a fly rod in the middle of February. But we have done it.
We have. I'll tell you, it's a joy to use this TFO. It's a 4-weight, 7-foot rod,
Yeah, and I've got a 9-footer.
but it's a 4-weight. It's light.
Yeah.
And I think the joy of this one is that I can do pretty much what I want to with it. Even though it has a level fly line, I can only imagine how great it would be if it had a double taper or weight forward.
Well, the active tip on these rods presents the bug in the water. When you throw it, it just sits it in the water so pretty. Then you watch it float down, and the fish is sitting there watching it do the same thing.
We were fishing about 3 feet deep with these little bugs
Yeah.
right here. I mean, they would sink, and when they go down, they look like something struggling, and the fish just come up, or sometimes they let it come to them. With those little indicators on there, you can adjust your fishing depth, whatever you want. And because we're not so much worried about scaring fish, I'm comfortable with the 7-footer. If we were going to fish a brim bed, I'd have to go to a 9-footer like you.
Yeah.
These little bugs come in different colors. Now, you lost 2 that were brown on 2 nice bass.
Yeah.
And I'm using the black, the pure black with the little spidery legs. And some of the others here are like a bumblebee or little ants color like that.
They're
and
nice
they're all
baits.
good. They're all good.
Yeah, I enjoy fishing with them.
I'm looking forward to spring to catch fish on top water. But
Oh, yeah.
as an alternative, fishing under the water where fish feed 90% of the time, it extends or your fishing season into the fall, or it starts earlier in
You can
February.
fish year round with fly rod because of it.
You can.
Yeah.
You can.
I enjoyed it.
That last bass, I could not get over that fish. I saw him swerve,
Yeah, I'm afraid
and I
you-
do honestly believe the 2 that you lost were at least that big.
Oh, I think they were too.
We've had a great time.
But they all get bigger when the ones you lose.
Now, I caught the first fish. I went to drink in the nab. You're buying.
Yes, you're drinking a nab.
What do we always say? Let's do this again sometime.
Sometime soon.
Sometime soon. I enjoyed it.
I enjoy it too.
See ya.
All right.
Joe, you hit the nail on the head. You can imagine what it looks like to the fish when they see it. What have you got to share with us?
Yeah, these are a couple of bugs, flies that from the Betts company. The top one is a Betts bumblebee, Betts B, and then the Betts brim getter. These are the ones that we use for the day. We didn't try the bumblebee, or the bee. The ones with the legs are just, to me, I can just only imagine how it looks to a bluegill feeding a bluegill that made me not terribly hungry, but when you put one that looks like this right in front of him and those legs are wiggling in front of him, yeah, I think he's going to take it. And you saw the results. So I think anybody that maybe in February, when we warm up sometimes, you might want to start thinking about going.
Well, you mentioned the buzzword hungry this morning. Let's catch up with Donna. She's in the kitchen with a recipe for soft shell crab BLT.
today in the kitchen we're going to do a little bit different spin on the BLT. We're going to make a soft shell crab BLT, and it's going to be a lot of fun to make, and it's a little bit different, so it'll be a great party item or just a great dinner if you're at the beach or want to feel like you're at the beach. So let's go ahead and get started. I have my soft shell crabs here, and if you like to crab, this is a great recipe for you to try. So I have my soft shell crabs. They're all laid out on my plate. Then I'm going to use some fish fry to bread them. And the great thing about the fish fry is it has more cornmeal in it, so you're going to get that really crunchy outside and that little corn flavor to it. So what I've done is I put it on my wax paper, and then I'm going to take my soft shell crabs and I'm just going to dredge them in my breader, in my fry here. And I've got my oil on the stove, and it's already heated up. We're going to go ahead and test it to make sure it's ready. I think it is. And we're going to shake off our excess, and then we're going to place these in our oil and just let them cook until they're nice and golden brown and nice and crunchy on the outside. So we're going to bread these. And then once they're done, we're going to, or while these are cooking, we can get our sandwich items ready to go. We already have some some bacon that's fried. So it's a great thing to do with leftover bacon too, if you have it. So this is what it's going to look like. We have them, they're all nice and brown and crunchy here. And then I have some rolls that I like. We like these potato rolls at our house. So what you're going to do is just take your tomato and some of your bacon. You can put some lettuce on this if you want, and then top it with your soft shell crab, and you have your sandwich. And I'm going to serve mine with some root chips, which I think are really pretty and add lots of color. You can see I have them already set here, and they're kind of a fun sandwich. We were reminiscing about how the first time someone had it and they have the little legs sticking out, and it's kind of a fun sandwich to eat. So I hope you enjoy the soft shell crab BLTs, and I look forward to seeing you next time here on Simple Cooking.
Thank you, Donna. That is a different way of preparing soft shell crab. Joe, let's go back and talk about the fishing. It kind of makes the fishing season longer for you.
Well, I think it actually draws it out the whole year round if you're a fly fisherman. Yeah, I mean it's a different way of doing it. Traditionally, fly fishing for bluegills has always been top water, popping bugs. It's probably the most exciting as far as getting a surface action from the feeding bluegill. But yeah, it stretches out the season certainly. And these bugs that and they, of course, what they did that day was added a little split shot just to give it that little extra sinking ability. And these guys, like I said, have fly fish all the time and literally fly fish year round. That's all they do. And they enjoy that type of fishing, the sinking version, just as much as they do the top water, and they catch just as many fish. So I think the lesson learned from today's show was to show you that you can do this right through the wintertime. Really the other days they tell me they don't go is when it's pretty cold on the surface, where you just got to bundle up and you really can't enjoy it. But this was mid-February and we caught fish.
And it's a slow go and kind of laid back.
Yep.
It makes the season longer.
Absolutely.
What more could you ask for?
Really.
For Joe Albee, I'm John Moore. We thank you for joining us today on the Carolina Outdoor Journal.
Make sure to visit our website for more information.
Grady White boats are known for uncompromising quality through exceptional attention to detail. On every model, from 18 to 45 feet, we incorporate exclusive features and quality components that you won't find on any other boat brands. Our exclusive CV2 hull design is ranked highest in every third-party survey done in the marine industry. So every day on the water will be a great day, no matter the conditions. Ask any Grady White owner and they'll tell you, get the Grady.